Okay, we're back. You know, like in previous games, I've found that wooden drying racks, having them outside tends to let them dry quicker, but we seem to be in a very, very rainy biome. So potentially once we complete the workshop, I might split the difference and have 2 drying racks outside and 2 inside. Potentially then we can pull all of them, all of the drying racks to inside. Of course, the wooden water tubs will be replaced once we have plumbing in fully. Hops should not be getting kept here. Or cycloid leaves, or smoke leaves, or fiber. All of that stuff should be in the freezer. I think maybe we can also take some of the demands off of Marden cooking-wise, then spend more time crafting. Because we have the materials, he can make cloaks for everybody. Start making pairs of actual pants. Did we do leather tanning yet? Yes, we can actually place the order for the gambesons already. Pelt coats, aprons, cloaks. It's going to take a while. I'm going to need... I think if I can have someone else take over the cooking dedicated, I can then do gambesons. Once per colonist plus 1. Okay, I'll only use cloth because we have loads of that. Eventually we'll switch over to Devil Strand. Danny must keep crafting. Who else can cook? Mobilny can actually cook. Danny can keep building and mining. Mobilny can take over with the cooking, but then... And Taylor is a 2. Okay, let's try that for a bit. I'm pretty sure these aren't... Actually, we can make those any worker because only Marden and Danny are actually... Not Danny, Marden and Mobilny are assigned to cooking. It's a little bit of a risk, food poisoning wise, because Marden is the more skilled cook. Wait, no, hang on, we shouldn't be doing that. Don't make tribal cyclones. This should be used only for smoking meat. When we have more meat than 250. Okay, Mobilny is gone to sleep, but when he's awake I want to see whether he's actually going to be cooking. And I reckon he should do some butchering. It's frozen, which is interesting. Indoors -1. Oh, right, because of the crystal lamp is actually acting as like a mini refrigerator. Don't know if I want that. I think it's probably worth it overall. Because it's keeping the hung up animals fresh. It does slow down the work speed. That'll be fine. Morale looks good. Happy with that. Do we still have gutworms? Oh, good dear. And considering I want to be using cloth for so much, potentially we do one more crop here of hops. And we'll switch that over to cloth as well. And we just do like a huge amount of cloth. I'm talking like 5,000 cloth. So we can carpet almost the entire indoor areas. And use cloth to make aprons and gambesons and pants and most of our clothing. I mean, the clothing and the armor is going to be made out of cloth until we get leather production going, and then we're going to need equally a huge amount of leather. Isn't this cool? Riding a warg. Hell yeah. And our animals are so good. We can maybe build their little barn for them and put down some cloth beds for them, but that's not a priority, I don't think. Heater shield. Let's do outfits real quickly. So, soldier, clear all, not tainted. Currently, must be at least good, not tattered. So what are the lads wearing so far? They're wearing hoods. And they will add to this as things start getting expanded. I want them to wear gambesons. Is the in the shirt slot. Gambeson with an apron over it and a pair of pants. And a pelt coat over that. And I should actually make boots for everybody, but that's going to require leather. So who's our best fighter? 13. I think I might be 13, 12. But I'm actually the leader as well. Okay, so then Stobbie, go over to soldier. Did we not make like a leader's hat? Pelt coats, we could do a, how about a wolf headdress or a muffalo headdress? So the moose headdress, let's see, to bring great durability and tenacity to its wearer. The bear headdress, I don't think our bear would appreciate that. So I think a wolf hood, Arctic wolf hood. A deer hood. All social impact plus 25. Let's go deer hood. Modern. Clear all. It needs 35. Let's use sheep wool. Now, I don't think I actually have the gear that I've assigned for him to wear yet. Okay, so that's a little premature then. Noble apparel is finished, and we've trained our cougar to attack, so that's good. No gambesons, no aprons, no pants yet. Very nice, formal vest, the top hat, a cape, a beret. I could wear a beret, a formal shirt. But no, I'm much more in the warrior form of living here. T-shirts we don't need. We do need pants though. Let's see. So. Pants out of cloth, made by Modern, count-equipped, counter away. They must be at least, let's say, normal, not good. Same for the gambesons. And the aprons. Whoopsie. I kind of should have done that for all of the orders. Okay, I have. Good. Sweet, we're up to 4 out of 6 aprons, which should mean that if we look around, 1, 2, 3, 4 aprons being worn. MAL is standing around. Excellent. That means he can do other stuff. He can harvest, he can grow, he can craft. He can... Let's have MAL do some smelting then. The sandstone bloomery isn't actually ready. MAL, you can also stone cut, you can also build. Research project, what do we say? We're going to go Devil's Strand or carpet making. If I'm going to go Devil's Strand, I kind of need to prepare an entire new grow area. it takes ages for Devil Strand to grow, but that should be easy enough. We can actually put 2 whole fields in here of Devil Strand. It'll take a very long time to plant it, but once it's in, I think you leave it for like a whole season. Danny is level 8 in construction. Excellent. Danny needs to start wearing a apron. Where's Martin? Finish his aprons, dude. I was going to say, how's the lumber going? But it's not going. It's stopped. This isn't right. I think we can get rid of this little area here. It kind of hasn't been necessary for a while. Huzzah! The rain has finally stopped. I'm just trying to resist the urge to actually say the words out loud. Oh, nice and peaceful. Things are going well. But by saying that, I've doomed us to getting killed. Silver ore could be well worth mining. No more cold crystals, though. At a certain point, once we have a completed and thriving colony, I look forward to being able to send people out onto mining excursions out into the world map to see if we can find more iron, more coal, more cold crystal. Because cold crystal, that's a tongue twister. Once you run out of it, that's actually quite a problem. Okay, so Deer Hood has completed being constructed. Now where is it? There it is. Sheep, wool, Deer Hood. Stobbie, forswear your Deer Hood to signify your leadership of this glorious, thriving colony. Yay! Gaze upon my antlers and tremble. This bloomery is almost done. It takes a lot of work to get it done. Look at that. Do I need to do some more hunting? Mining, plant cutting, mobility should actually be butchering. Let's go butcher as a 1, cook as a 2, harvest, grow as a 3, mine as a 3, plant cut as a 3, craft as a 3. MAL is handling the plant cutting, the growing. Cool, everyone's wearing little aprons. Lovely. If I had actually realized that earlier, I probably should have made aprons the second we had cotton, enough cotton to produce it. The extra global work speed, so useful. Good cloth apron is infused. Excellent. Okay, Operation Create Pants has started. As soon as all this lumber is done, we're going to tell someone to unload it and get the next load of lumber on there. Let's actually get started building the workshop. Let's get this all under a roof. I should probably build at least one of these large pallets, just so we can keep our cloth harvest there. What do we have? Cloth can be over there. We can have the tailoring benches quite close to them, and then we can have racks, clothing racks here, where all the tainted clothing that we strip off the corpses gets stacked. You then grab the clothing, break it down. We have one of these just for cloth, another pallet for all other textiles, and then there's space there for another small pallet. Or we could put the clothing rack in there. Storage, clothing rack. That's bone. Or we wait till we have lumber available. I shouldn't be using bone actually. We might be saving our bone to make bone armor. We needed 900 bone to make bone armor for everyone. In fact, let's preemptively get some hunting done then. Kangaroo, boomalope. Turkeys will do. Guinea pigs, fine. And maybe we just kill all the rats on the map, because it's just such a hassle to actually find them, see whether they're close to the base to be an issue. What we need is a little kitty cat. We need a Lilu for the base. So just stay in the home area and attack rats that come into the home base. Nice. Got a big load of lumber going, so Danny's going to install these doors probably everywhere. What do we do for the floors? I think we're going to do carpets. I don't like having carpets in the butchery area and in the freezer, but a hair stuck inside the base. It is. You know what? I mean, I'm on a bit of a building frenzy here. And why not? Okay, wood. Let's really lean into the wood here. Mobilny. Green lumber. Excellent. Keep just knocking out. I want to see these drying racks full all the time. And hunter hair. Make green lumber. I suppose I prefer to see Martin making clothing, but if he's run out of cloth for a while, which he has, that's fair enough. Let's just get rid of all this junk in here. I suppose that giving that order is a waste of time. Once we build the roof, all the plants will die off anyway, but why not? Look at this. It seems to be raining more often than not. We 100% have to move the drying operation into the workshop. Okay, so production, wood drying logs, out of wood logs. 2, 3, 4. So when the sun is out, they won't be drying as quickly indoors as they would outdoors, but I think we'll get a more consistent drying speed by keeping them indoors. Look at Danny go. The machine. Okay, so this is going to be clear all vertical. All hides can go there. And where's textiles? Under manufacture, all textiles and hides can be kept here. All cloth will be kept on here. And we can put down a small little pallet there, I suppose for tanning liquor, because we can have the tanning vats here. Right, clear all. Critical. Cloth. Should be kept there. Don't keep cloth here, keep it there. Just shows you how much we have. And all of this hide will become leather. That'll all become scale leather. Soft leather. A mixture of wool is interesting. Getting enough wool can be quite difficult. Right, Danny, focus on doing this stuff here. You're done meditating. Now, does that mean it's worth deconstructing the outside drying racks? I mean, having 8 of them is clearly overkill. Excellent. You see how we actually are able to make a little bit of progress when we're not getting attacked every 2 seconds? Bloody madness. It would also be kind of cool if your animals could be assigned to like go do hunting, you know? Like I've said, hunt the rats. Why can't my grizzly bear and my cougar do that? Oh well. Just gonna say, what's the limestone block situation? It's okay. Slightly dirty. I don't think I can clean. Who can clean? Only Mobilny and Marden. I would love to have a colonist or two be dedicated to just doing scut work. Have someone who's just basically a custodian. He just runs around cleaning all the time. Now, before we can get our brewery going, we're actually going to need a surprising amount of steel. If I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's just say 8 barrels, a mixture of wine and mead, we're going to need 80 steel. So, speed 32%, see, stopped outside. That's the right way to do it. I think MAL will do some smelting to produce some steel once he's done doing all this hunting. Also, I need to build pallets here to stack all this stuff on. We get it packed in more densely. But that doesn't strike me as a priority. Excellent. Carpet making is done. Sewage stud compost. Why don't we do that? We can start turning all of our poop into compost. We've got 1,000 poop, we may as well use it. Should we change the smoke leaf production area? Because the smoke leaf is kept all the way over there. I don't know. I think this can be a combination drug lab and brewery. We can probably fit a drug lab in there. 2 little storage pallets there. This can always be extended ever so slightly. But I want to see huge harvests of cloth coming in. Not least of all so that we can get the cloth armor done, the gambeson pants. I think if my fighters have cloth pants, cloth gambeson with bone armor over it, and a bone helmet, we're doing okay at that point. Lumber, 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 lumber. Also, eventually, once we get our brickworks going, I'm actually going to replace all the limestone walls with brick walls, and then all of the limestone blocks we get out of these walls will turn into the pathways. Apparel, a mega sloth wool t-shirt, human leather t-shirt, grim. And I would like to get plumbing going, but until we have the main walls built, building your well and your, what are they called again, the windmills to be able to pump them. It's just super frustrating not having them within an enclosed area, because whenever you get attacked there, the first things to get destroyed. It's super frustrating. Excellent. Cloth. Huzzah. Paid forced weather. Oof, I don't like these. 12 days of fog for a good small sculpture and some plasteel. A masterwork brick pillar. That is rubbish. At least if it's fog, it won't be rain, which would, we wouldn't be then having our wood drying get affected. But the fog would really hurt the growing of our crops, and I really want to be cranking out a lot of cloth. So I'm going to say no to that. Shaman merchant, excellent. You should proceed here to the trading spot. We haven't had guests in a while. So we need to build a pallet to store all this bone. How much lumber do we have? Green lumber, none. I suppose technically we could keep the bone here as well. I mean, it is a crafting material, so I think here for now will do. Sorry, let's do some trading. Okay, what junk can we get rid of? What? Oh, a Pallas's cat. A stout felid, the size of the normal domestic cat, but much more wild. Adapted to hiding in rocky crevices in its native steeps. This led to its being popular as a vermin exterminator in the various nooks and crannies of spaceships. We were just saying that we would love to have a little cat to hunt, but like 80% wildness, advanced trainability, not worth it. So what can we sell? Pemmican, we're not selling any of our animals. Herbal medicine we have loads of. I think I should sell the psychite to make some money there. Gold we hang on to. Lean cap stems. He doesn't really have anything I want to buy. I could just make money off of him. Maybe next time we get lucky, a more useful trader. Lumber. Give me the lumber. 10 hours left there. We're all kind of just hung up now, waiting for this lumber to dry. 15 hours left. Harvesting is ready. I suppose I should put everybody on a 1 for harvesting. But at least the 2 are good at it. Having crops ready to be harvested and not actually getting harvested is no good. Oh, right, Mabelny, good job. And the grizzly bear is hauling. Excellent. Also, if our animals are hauling, we can actually take these 2 priority haulings down. Let the animals handle it. How close is 1 more training and he'll be able to haul? And the cougar? Not started yet. Fair enough. So I've got a pants, I've got a gambeson. So Stobbie can now go across to fight a soldier. So I should switch out the tribal kilt now for a pair of pants and a gambeson. And a cloak. This pants isn't... yeah, it's not tainted or anything. And then we'll just keep an eye on how many pairs of pants and gambesons we have. We can start switching more guys off of tribal and onto soldier. Trade caravans leaving, it's fine. Oh baby, look at that cloth. But we're going to need thousands of cloth. We're going to need probably 2,000 to 3,000 to carpet most of the indoors of the base. Carpeting's not my preferred flooring, but it is one of the easiest floorings to get down. Danny, I want to see you building walls and stuff. What are you doing? Okay, finished. 2 hours left. What are you up to? Oh, he was busy smoking meat. Okay, fine. Actually, I should now move the hand tailoring bench. Actually, as a matter of urgency. Martin's busy right now, but we'll get that done. Pair of pants. What's he busy with? Gambesons. Make some pants for us, will you? Headwear we can actually improve for the lads pretty quickly. I mean, these hoods aren't doing a whole lot. We can just make some face masks. Yeah, so another pair of pants, so we move the next person across. Martin. Excellent. Excellent. An infused pair of pants. For Martin. Extra move speed, extra global work speed, which is going to be added to his apron as well. Excellent. If only there was a tool that actually increased your tailoring speed, that would be good. Hang on, Danny, quickly. Get that down while Martin's not busy. So here, clear all critical bone. I still haven't worked out how to make bone ash and bone crete, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure that out at some point. Okay, clear all critical tanning. Tanning, okay, we'll go there. The clothing rack. Storage. Wooden clothing rack. There, and I think like that. I can keep tainted clothing, and even at this point, non-tainted clothing as well. And building a weapons cupboard would also free up a lot of space. A weapons cabinet. This whole mess in here, we can hopefully sort that out. Oh god, a mega slot, that's actually pretty dangerous. Everyone into the longhouse. Let's go take on that mega sloth together. The animals need to, yeah, come along when drafted. I mean, a warg, a cougar, a bear. Okay, I can't allow the lads to take more than one hit from this mega sloth. They hit really hard. Danny, you tit, why are you melee attacking, damn it? Being a coward. Stobbie, get him. Release animals. Danny, you coward! Okay, got him. Enrique, what did that mega sloth do to you? What a nasty scratch in the head as well. Ouchie. Dr. Mobilny. Look at that. Almost 100 herbal medicine. It's actually worth thinking about then. If we put the drug lab down here, we can actually research early medieval medicine. I think that might be next after we've done sewage sludge precision. Man, we've improved so much. I'm so proud of the lads in the colony. I think at the moment that I'm most proud of the fact that we've gotten the lumber production going nicely. I'm going to replace all these bone food baskets with pellets because the pellets hold more and it'll free up more bone. We have enough bone to actually make bone armor for everybody. So, paints are almost done. We can get the gambesons going. The coats. Aprons. Where's bone armor? One per colonist, plus a spare. Details. Modern. Equipped. Put away. Let's make this at least good. And a bone face mask will be a decent... Ooh, a Jarl crown. I don't think I can make a crown for myself yet. That's a little... What's the word? I'm only a yeoman, so I think once I go up the levels a bit more. Excellent. I think I may well want to actually get some more wood going. We have that full pallet there. Let's keep that pallet full of wood logs. So when we have more than 250 meat, we are turning the rest into smoked meat. And I think if I just manage what we're eating, let's go edit, no raw food. Just to make sure we aren't eating smoked meat, because we can use that essentially as pemmican. Because it lasts a nice long time. Eventually I'm going to want like 1,000 smoked meat and 1,000 pemmican in storage for when we are eventually ready to start sending caravans out. And I need to replace all these beds with wooden beds, limestone beds, poor, not very comfortable. Okay, I want to see these drying racks full all the time. I love the look of their little aprons. It like makes them look like they're ready, they're ready to work. Work. Speaking of work or dabu, I'm sure there's mods where you can actually play as orcs. I'd love that. Job's done. Actually, I want to stop the animals from moving green lumber. I saw that, yeah. Let's go. Lumber. Green lumber. I also wonder whether the animals could actually fill up these drying racks. I doubt it very much, but... Good lads, everyone. Good lads. Alright, what is the pants? What's the pants status? 5 out of 6. Gambesons, 6 out of 6. So we can go to soldier for almost everybody except Emil. Also, if I had a better miner, it would actually be worth mining little cave formations into this area here. Because then we'll start getting mushrooms growing, like gleam caps, which are actually better than herbal medkits. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Allow all except for painted apparel. A critical basis. I don't know whether any of this stuff is tainted, but we can at least now start stockpiling tainted clothing, so that's good. Sewage sludge composting. So how do I actually work with that? Biosolids composter. Designate areas to fertilize with biosolids, but I would have to look at the fertility rating because let's see here, fertilization 200% because it's tilled. I don't know whether biosolids would even increase that like at all. Okay, so smelt metal from slag forever. Close by. Refined steel. The same. Smelt weapon. Same. But only weapons that are, let's see, awful or poor. Oh, that's finished. It usually isn't this labor intensive to actually focus on the lumber. You can have someone just doing it themselves, but you kind of need a few more colonists for that. Because there's a lot of jobs that fall under crafting. Making wood, breaking down clothing, smelting, cutting wood blocks, creating wood. The lumber should be getting stored here. Green lumber and regular lumber kept here. Enrique, currently running around naked, but he should come here and grab himself some clothing off the rack at some point. Pants. Correct. So pretty soon we should see Marden start creating bone armor. Why are you taking it there? You shouldn't be taking it there. Important. Oh, this clothing rack is full. That's why. And with the loss of the cloth pants, we can all go over to soldier now. Another cougar, go get it. And we can go over to horses as well, but I don't think we really need to. I mean, my bears can act as pack animals. Yep, that's the timer for the episode, 44 minutes. Another good episode. I feel quite pleased with this. Okay, so what did we accomplish? We got the workshop going. We completed the dining room area. How much cloth do we have? 281. Soon, once the numbers of cloth start adding up, I can even place orders to recycle all the tribal clothing because we've now moved past tribal clothing. We're now wearing Gambeson's pants. I don't have a slot for belt yet. Torso, shell. I could just make cloth cloaks for them. And then we'll replace the cloth cloaks with the leather cloaks once we have leather production. But once we go to leather armor, I can make leather ravager armor, which takes the shell and apron slot. But I really like having everyone wearing aprons. It means you can't wear body armor, but it improves everyone's work speed by 10%. It's so good. I think what we do is we make the full leather armor, and then once we have our armory, we'll have racks like this with the leather armor on it. When a raid starts, you put everybody in the armory, switch across their clothing from worker to fighter. They'll have nowhere to go, so they should switch their clothing pretty much immediately. And then from there, we can send them to defensive positions. So, cool. Progress. Awesome. What's next on the agenda? Oh, hang on. Allow all weapons on a critical basis. So now we can stop having weapons just lying on the damn floor. Then we can build a pallet to have the iron stacked on it. Because I think it's worth clearing up in here. I do want to build a pallet with all my gold and silver stacked on it. Because that is, as a leader, how you flex in your throne room. Eventually, once we have the incredible luxury of start producing artworks, we can put in pillars here, artworks all along the walls. We'll put in fancy flooring, make it a proper throne room. Not an awful, somewhat poor, ugly, dirty throne room. Shocking. Alright, lads, thanks for watching. When we come back tomorrow in a daily dose of Rimworld.